intimacy 95, kinkiness 75. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, babe. Oh yeah, babe. Yeah, there's no cheating.
And then I'm like, babe, what are you doing today? And there's like
Bikinis.
3 stripping, 1 cooking, and I just be like, and you're just doing your work, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on in here?
I'm gonna
And how much larger is it than the Earth?
just here. Look.
Yes.
There's the Earth. This is the sun.
Whoa. Sorry.
Please don't cancel us, no. Please don't cancel us. We're talking fake news and conspiracies. Come on, please don't cancel us. And though our subjects are all sensitive, come on, please don't cancel us.
You would like to start the show? You can start the show. I can start the show.
Would you like to try?
I'll try.
Let's give it a try.
Yeah, let's give it a try. So, welcome back to Please Don't Cancel Us. I don't feel like we should have an intro.
Well,
'cause
then
it's
we don't
shitty.
have one anymore.
Yeah, because it's like, why would you be like, oh, welcome back? We're not like The Daily Show, are
Okay,
we?
well, we're not doing it anymore, so stop complaining
We
about
could just
it.
be like, we're back here.
That's still technically an intro, so
Right,
you might
yeah,
as
but
well
it's a
just
little
jump
intro.
into a conversation
Yes.
and just go there from there.
Well, it's just really funny because, you know, when you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and sometimes you can't explain why, but sometimes you've had like a bad dream about someone and then you hate that person. Have you ever had like a dream where someone did something to you or someone, I don't know, something happened with someone and then you couldn't look at them the same the next day?
I've never experienced that.
Have you never
in
experienced
my
that?
entire life?
Are you messing with me?
Yeah, because I'm experiencing that right now, and I can't remember what the dream is, but I'm angry.
But who-
I'm angry at you.
Did I do something in the dream?
Maybe I did something, or maybe you did something, or maybe somebody else did something. I don't know. I was angry.
But you're angry with me now. So I must have
I'm
done
just
something.
angry.
You're just angry in
I'm
general.
just generally upset with everything. And then the thing is, because you're my partner, you do things that irk me.
Yeah, but that's because you're just very sensitive.
This is annoying. I'm not sensitive.
Yes, you are sensitive right
No,
now.
I'm good at shit.
Okay.
And you're bad at shit. Do you understand the difference? Like, if I say there's a correct method to rolling a cigar,
Yes.
right? I'm correct because
Okay.
it's an art form. And what you do is cigar. Technically, yes, you have a cigar. But what the fuck did you just do? What did you just do, right? So I'm sitting there on a day-to-day basis and I gotta bite my lip tongue. I gotta bite my
You're a
lip,
lip tongue.
right? And I have to go, yes, honey, it's a beautiful cigar. It's wonderful.
Why would I ever roll a cigar? I'm just messing with you, man.
At least you're admitting the fact that you're messing with me
I'm
now.
just messing with you. No, but you're also a very precise person. So,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm a little more go with the flow.
Okay, so
Yeah,
what does that
so
mean?
What does
I'm
that
wrong?
mean? It means it's your problem.
No, it means that when I am having a slightly off day, I don't have the capacity to deal with your crap.
Ah, okay.
That's what that means.
Okay.
And that is a testament to how much crap I eat every day.
Okay. You really don't. I wake up and
Why are you looking at the camera?
because I'm
Don't break
telling
the
the
fourth
people.
wall.
I'm
What are you
telling
telling?
the people.
Who are you telling? You know what's crazy? As a child, I went through a lot of trauma. And I always used to play, this is actually so messed up. I used to play this weird scenario in my head.
You were in the show?
Yeah, where I was like in front of a studio audience.
Oh yeah.
I swear to God, I'm not joking.
That's
And
pretty
I used to
weird.
pretend that I was in front of a studio audience. And I wouldn't say that out loud, like, well, they agree with me, Mom. I was never like that, because then you'd get locked up. But I was always trying to form my arguments in a way that people would agree with me. So I've always tried to hold myself accountable. And if I'm wrong, I've always tried to admit guilt. And if I should apologize, I should apologize. And if I should stand up for myself, I should stand up for myself. And if I should say it
Yeah.
rudely or calmly or politely or whatever, I would always do it in a way that's like people are watching. And it's crazy that now I have a show.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is you're going up against 20 years of practice.
Okay.
So who are you going to look at for help?
I'm not looking for help.
Nobody.
I'm not looking for help. I'm just letting the people know. This man wakes up and I have got croissants for him, made your breakfast,
Here's the
walked the doggies.
Here's the thing.
And then this is what I get.
Here's the thing. If those were the three things that our life evolved around, you do everything. But the thing is, our life is so fucking complicated and I'm handling all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So that's number one. Number two, the croissants. Let's tell them what happened with the croissants. Why don't we bring everybody in what happened with the croissants?
Well, let's give
No,
a
let
little
me,
backstory.
from my perspective, what
let's
happened
give
to
a
the
little
croissants.
backstory of the croissant.
No backstory. I go
No
straight into my
backstory.
story. Now listen to this. These croissants come from a French bakery.
Yes.
And they are the best croissants that I've ever had.
Yes, so we
Okay.
cannot buy any other croissants
Visually,
anymore.
they look like they're buttery.
Yes.
They're soft. They're
Yes.
doughy.
Yes.
When you eat them, it's like just Jesus's testicles of the croissant world.
Why the hell would you eat Jesus' testicles?
Well, he was a carpenter, so I'm sure he was familiar with textiles. Listen. Listen.
You see how his mood is
For
different
the last
today.
few days, for the last 2 times that you had gone to get the croissants,
Yes.
they've not been as good.
Yes.
They've been slightly dry.
Mm-hmm.
They've been less tasty. And I've been dealing with that.
Sorry, do you hear yourself?
And I've been dealing with that. And that's fine. So today, because I was a little bit grumpy, I woke up and I ate my croissant.
Yeah.
And I took a bite and I'm like, these are not as good as they used to be.
Yeah.
And then what did you say?
Maybe you've had them too much.
Maybe you're getting used to them.
Yeah, you're getting used to them.
The thing is, am I really good at shit?
You
am
are
I very
really-
specific with
You're
things?
very specific.
Okay. I
Yes.
noticed the problem. You, on the other hand, took a bite and you're like, maybe it's you, babe. Do you know how gaslighting that is? Because I'm good at stuff. I'm the guy who spent 40 years of my life rolling the fucking cigar. And then you're telling me, maybe I'm off. I'm not off. Visually, they're not the same. They're dry. They don't have that, like, sheen to them.
I think you should go, like, command people at the bakery.
No, this is about you
Oh,
and
okay.
you accusing me
I'm
of
not
being in a
accusing
grumpy
you
mood
of-
and taking advantage of the croissants. But the thing is, people need to realize that you do this stuff to me. Like, it happens regularly where I'm like, hey, smell this. Doesn't this smell really weird? And you go, it's fine. And I go, hold on.
It's actually
no.
weird, I'll
and I
tell
go,
you.
Try again. You really need to smell this because trust me, it's wrong. Something's off. And you're like, no, babe, it's fine. I think it's you. Could you just not say I think it's you? Because
That's all?
this thing knows what it's doing.
Yeah, but you know, when you taste the whiskey, and you've tasted the whiskey before, and the whiskey tastes nice, and you know for a fact that it tastes nice, and then you taste the whiskey on a different day, and the stars just don't align for whiskey today. So you try that whiskey, and it doesn't taste as nice.
What are you trying to say?
It could be you. Sorry. It
Explain,
could be
explain.
your taste buds are off today.
Explain. I'll entertain it. Explain.
You know this. We've had this conversation before.
Explain it.
Where we're having a whiskey that we know we like for a fact. We know we like for a fact, right?
Yes.
And then we pour that whiskey on that specific day.
Click, 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 click. Yes.
Yes. Then you take a sip of the whiskey and you go, babe, it tastes a bit weird. It doesn't taste like it normally does.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I have that where it doesn't taste as nice as it normally does.
Yeah. Are we taking into account the fact that sometimes you give me a dirty glass?
Babe,
And
that's not
sometimes
the
you
case,
buy-
man.
Store-bought ice?
Okay, that's only recent. Babe, you
You
know
buy ice in a
you
bag?
know for a fact
Ice in a
that
bag
this has nothing
for
to do with
high-end
that.
whiskey.
Babe. You
That's
know?
like, again, to bring us back to the cigar thing, that's like, here, light your cigar with this toenail clippings that I've collected that I've turned into a tiki torch.
Babe,
And then you're like, tastes weird.
you know for a fact that that's not the case all the time.
Sometimes you
Yes.
drink whiskey and it's like, oh, it's just off. It's me today.
Yeah.
And sometimes you have that with lots of things.
So is it not possible that that could happen when you're eating your croissant?
The likelihood of that happening multiple times in a row is very unlikely.
Okay. I just wanted to pose that hypothesis.
It's unlikely.
Okay.
It's a good hypothesis,
Yeah.
but it's unlikely. You know why it's unlikely? Because it's happened multiple times in a row. And I waited before I had enough information before I said something about it.
Okay. Okay. You're so
And that's what you do
intense
to me.
about it.
Because that's what you do to me. Because like, yes, on good days, I'm fine. I'll run the show and I'll come up with the ideas and I'll find the videos and I'll do this and I'll do that and I'll eat your shit. No problem.
My shit.
But on the days that I'm grumpy and I feel like I want to take a day off, that's the days that you decide to pull this shit with me. Maybe
No.
it's you, babe. Maybe you're just
I don't
used
decide to pull it with you. It's just generally a question. Do you see? I can see like cartoon, like the redness.
The thing that I don't understand is like, you're a human being, which I hope has free will. Therefore, you have the choice to make a decision or not make a decision.
Yeah.
You have the choice to ask a question or not ask a question.
Yeah.
So my brain doesn't understand why you're not just like, I'm not going to ask that question today.
Because I don't see the harm in the question.
Okay, let me explain it to you like this.
Yes.
There's two types of girls in this world. There's ones that you can ask, are you on your period? And you'll get a direct answer. And then there's others that you'll ask, are you on your period? And then they'll try to attack you with a knife, right?
Yes.
So let's say you're that type of girl and I come up to you and you're being you're being so emotional. And I'm like, babe, question, is it possible that maybe you're on your period? And you go, what the fuck, you son of a bitch? First of all, I get my answer. Okay. Second of all, I learn very quickly not to ask that again. Now, if I continue to ask that hundreds of times, am I just asking a genuine question? Because I'm just genuinely curious.
Maybe
That's
you
all.
are.
I'm allowed to be curious and I'm allowed to ask a question. Or am I smart enough to say, hey, when I ask this question, this bitch goes crazy. So I'm just not going to ask the question.
Okay.
Have you ever thought of that?
Yeah, I didn't expect you were being in such a bad mood this morning.
I'm not in that bad of a mood.
Oh,
I'm just impatient,
okay.
right? So when you do that with the croissants or you do it with like the other things, then I'm just like, okay, just you could not do that.
Okay. All right.
What would you like to say in front of your studio audience? We have hundreds of listeners now.
We do.
So why don't this is a great way to introduce them to our life.
To our life. Real and raw, babe.
Should we start another podcast called Real and Raw?
Maybe we should. I don't know if that's like a
Do you
good
think that would be
title.
successful, Real and Raw, and then you just have arguments with people that you love, and then it's just like the
I
intricate
wonder. I think so.
details of like, I told you not to fucking touch the dishwasher.
I think it
you
would
son
be.
of a bitch. And then like the next episode, something happens with the dishwasher, and you're like, ooh, but last time she told him, so.
I think it would be. It's like a soap opera, right?
Right.
So people would be
That's
like,
such a toxic environment because you're
Yeah.
profiting off of drama.
oh yeah. So you keep it going.
So you keep it going on purpose. It's kind of like Pfizer. Right? It's like they get so many billions of dollars off of people being sick. So it's like they keep that going, right?
Yeah, but that's with a lot of things, isn't it? Like a soap opera or like the shows that we watch, the ones we were talking about literally this morning.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's all drama, and that's what we love to watch. It's like apieskijken, as we say in Dutch.
I
It's
don't like to watch that, and I don't like that language. What's apieskijken?
looking at monkeys. So like watching people.
Dude, of course that's a Dutch saying.
I swear we've had this conversation before.
Of course that's a Dutch saying. Dude, do you guys not have any like objectivity?
Do you think it comes from?
Yes, I do think it comes from.
Well, we actually, Turan only told me about. I didn't know about this yesterday. We had friends over, and told us about the Belgian zoo. Was it in Belgium?
Yeah.
The human zoo. I did not know about this. I actually would be intrigued to like see. I could only see some pictures, but if there's like any like documentation or like videos of this, because that is insane. How did they even set that up?
60 years ago today, on Tuesday, Belgium staged the opening of the 1958 World Fair, a glittering 200-day celebration of a post-war social, cultural, technological advances. It is said, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
It was the world's last human zoo.
Oh my,
As
so there were multiple?
Oh, yeah, they were all over the place. You didn't know about this?
No, I did not know about this.
Multiple. Like, you know, even circuses where they were like, come see this crazy
Oh, yeah,
guy
but
with his
that's true.
strength, or the bearded lady. They'd be
Yeah.
like, come see Nobile, the Congo African monkey. And then it would just be a slave in a chain. And you just like, go look at this guy. But they had zoos.
crazy. Zoos.
So
Are there any videos of it?
as of 1958, Belgium still ruled the Congo, a piece of territory
Yeah.
some 80 times its own size and a source of great pride to the country. The mineral-rich country, Central African state, was not only hugely economically rewarded by garlanded Belgium, blah, 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 blah.
blah, blah,
Expo 58 was seen, okay, blah, 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 blah. Let's see if there's pictures. I don't want to see, like, dude, The Guardian
videos.
should go out of business and we should just only use TikTok and YouTube for
Yeah,
things.
it's better to get like a...
There's one.
Yeah, I saw that picture. But are there any videos?
In 1958.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm a dumb blonde.
I'm sure we can find a lot of HD 4K
Yes?
footage.
Could we find some HD 4K footage, please? Or like a video that explains it. But like, how did they, like, what did they do? Was it only like African people, or was it also Asian? Like, that's so crazy that they actually had this. Oh, that's the actual video.
Fatalities included chopping off hands.
Oh, wow.
1988, the Africa Museum was commissioned by King Leopold II. His initials are carved out throughout the building, a monument to himself and a glorification of Belgium's colonial adventures.
Belgians are crazy. man.
Unmentioned,
Yeah.
though, were the horrors of Leopold's Congo, a huge
Leopold.
slave labour camp where Africans were tortured and the brutalities included chopping off
horrible.
hands.
So there you have, for example, a statue of Maton with
But
the
is this
title "Belgium Bringing
about the zoo?
Civilization to Congo." And you'll see a
Inside the world's
glory
museum.
of a positive aspect.
So that's not the one we want to look at.
Great.
This photo was taken in Brussels in 1958.
Ooh, these videos.
Yeah, like,
This
you
is
know,
this
they-
is the 2 a.m. video that you watch. You're like, no shit. You're in the dark in your room by yourself, just with this light from your phone illuminating you. You're like, no shit.
And then you start going down this
Rabbit
rabbit
hole.
hole, and you try to figure why do we do that late at night? That's literally what we do.
One time I was in my bed and I went down this rabbit hole of like horror stories.
Oh no.
Yeah, it got dark and I was like, I've uncovered a secret and they know. I'm so done and I couldn't sleep.
Oh no.
It's a picture of a human zoo, and it was not unique to
Videos.
Brussels. They had been hosted earlier in the century in London, Paris, New York, Oslo, and Hamburg.
Sorry.
This typical village was set up for an exhibition in Belgium in 1897.
Why is he talking
Local
so fast?
Congolese spent their
Did you
days in
speed
the
it up?
enclosures imitating village life.
freaking
Visitors
out.
would jeer, laugh at, and ornamentalize them. One journalist who visited the fair wrote, "If
You want to see something trippy? Now it's going to seem like he's like slow.
there's no reaction, they threw money or bananas over the
I know.
closure of bamboo." We don't know much about many of the people who were placed in the human zoos, but Otabenga, a young Congolese man, garnered fame. In 1906, he was taken to New York to become part of an exhibition at the Bronx Zoo.
That's crazy.
Benga reportedly believed he was hired to care for an elephant in the zoo, but instead he was given a home in the monkey house. After leaving the zoo, Benga found no comfort in America. Later in 1916, he shot himself in the heart.
Jesus.
Human zoos have not been staged anywhere for 61 years,
That's
but
not that
one
long.
Belgium academic thinks mindsets still need to be changed.
Yeah, your dad was like 4 years old when there was a human zoo around.
Are you serious? Wait. Oh my god.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
That is crazy. But where still?
What do you mean?
Where?
At the time.
1958 was
Well, this was the
Belgium?
last one, but I mean, like when slavery was
But
being
how?
abolished,
How?
there was a lot of people that were lingering behind. But before that, it was common
That is crazy.
practice.
That is crazy.
Slavery, zoos,
That
human
is
trade.
Crazy.
Like Jeffrey Epstein's island, right? It's shocking now, but back in the day it was pretty normal. Like, I mean, you would sell your own daughter for like a goat. Have you ever seen like slave auctions?
No, I have not.
Yeah, where they bring them up on a stage and they have numbers around their neck, and then they choose depending on like, and then they pay, and then you're just that person's property.
Yeah.
And anything that happened to your property is not legally reprehensible because it's just your table.
The only thing that I know that my mom said she felt very uncomfortable when they moved to the Philippines, because there, I mean, you got a maid and you paid the maid, but it was obviously like not a lot of money. But she said it felt like that. Like it felt like almost an auction, because they were like presenting themselves, and like you could see their file, and even though you paid them, she was like, it felt so wrong to be there and like pick who's going to be your help. Like, and I can understand that if it's done in that manner also, because it's like there's no respect for that person, even though they work for you. It's like this weird, and that still 100% exists, which I very much disagree with. Like when I went to Cuba with my family,
cigars,
and we were in the east of Cuba, and apparently it's a very popular.
This is fucking depressing.
Huh?
No, let's just keep going down the rabbit hole. Let's see what it is.
We were on. Apparently, it's a very popular destination to go to a resort in Cuba and just sit at the 5-star resort. And you don't really see much of the rest of Cuba. The people that go to those resorts, they just stay in the all-inclusive and enjoy that.
Oh yeah, so it's just like a little oasis.
So they don't actually
go outside and see the real
culture,
Cuba,
because which we did.
Yeah.
But if you know about Cuba, I mean, it's still very communist, and I mean, I think there's some changes now, but the people that work there at the buffets and in the hotels and could be very highly qualified people that are actually doctors or engineers or things like that, but they're working in tourism because it brings in more money. And I remember queuing with some British white trash. I'm sorry, but that's what they were. Yeah. And they were being so disrespectful to the people serving the food.
Oh, yeah, no, I can't do that.
Oh, and that pissed me off, because I was like, they are probably way more intelligent than you are. And who do you think you are speaking to someone like that? Like, the disrespect that some people have, that they cannot, because they're uneducated. That's what it is. They don't know what's actually going on in that country. They're just in this 5-star resort.
Crazy, right? With that sense of entitlement.
When they're actually just white trash. I'm sorry, but that's what they are.
So what's crazy is
feeding themselves with.
I don't know if you know who this chick is, but she's like a car reviewer. Her name is Supercar Blondie.
Yeah, you've told me about her.
And there's this guy that I also know. His name is Nico Lennard.
He's the watch guy?
Yeah, he's the watch dude.
Yeah.
And he does sometimes he does these reacts videos. So he's reacting to Supercar Blondie's watches.
Yeah.
And she's got a husband.
Yeah. Oh, I think I know. Didn't she buy that really expensive watch for her husband?
Yeah. So just put your headphones on real quick. So actually, the reason I'm bringing this up is he was going to do a video with them, like a video collaboration with them.
Yeah.
Put your headphones on. Yeah. And he refused to do it.
I'm going to start here. Look, this one,
I was in Dubai, the W Hotel, the Palm, chilling, having a conversation with this guy. He had a class watch on, to be fair, I'll give him that one. AP Royal Oak Perpetual Calendar, class watch. Let's put it this way. A person who is nice to you, but is really rude towards waiters and other hard-working professions are not nice people at all. How you treat people serving you is a true reflection of the personality you are. He was incredibly rude 100%. To the waiting staff. These guys work their bollocks off for like 14 hours a day to take shit from a guy like that. That told me a lot about the person he was, or I thought he was. Don't get me wrong, by the way, he never done anything bad to me or was disrespectful towards me. He was just disrespectful towards other people. And I don't want to be associated with someone like that.
the cool thing.
So it's crazy because he's like doing this whole react video to her. And he's like, he was supposed to fly there and do like a whole video with them and like unpack
with them
the watches.
Is the
and
boyfriend.
Yeah, and that's why he was there. That's why he was hanging out with him. And the thing is like, yeah, they got a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Supercar Blondie and his husband have a shit ton of money. And the fact is, like, Nico was just like, dude, the way that you treat the waiting staff is revolting. And, you know, like, it has to be so bad for you to also publicly say it on your YouTube channel.
Does he not show in this video?
No. This is just him reacting to her watches.
Oh, right.
So he's just like, look at this watch, here's the history of that watch.
Yeah, okay, so he didn't...
And then periodically he'll say something about the interaction that they had. Because he's like, he's just like, I couldn't do it.
Wow.
It's insane to me that you're at the top of this castle
it would
spitting
also,
down at the people
but
below
if you were be like that, or if I would be like that, I'm sure you'd have you wouldn't want to be around. I wouldn't want to be around you.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. I wouldn't want to be around anybody. Like, I mean, if I met up with somebody that was like a really big business opportunity and he's like that to staff.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
And again, like to publicly go on a YouTube channel and say, hey, this guy is a shitbag, it's got to be bad. Otherwise, you just say, hey, you know, he's you usually blur it out or something.
Yeah.
Crazy, right?
That's crazy. I don't understand why people are like that, because everybody's human. Like,
but I feel like a lot of UK people are trashy like that.
Oh, yeah, they can be.
You know, when especially the ones that go to these 5-star resorts, they got a lot of ego and they got like a lot of expectations.
Oh, but it's like the fat, like, you know, how do you even say that? They're not even like up there wealth-wise. They're just like, they're just trash. I'm sorry, that's the type of people. And then because they have some sort of authority in that country, is what they believe, then they suddenly get on this weird like
fake authority.
Yeah, they get on this weird
trip.
like power trip.
Yeah.
Because they're something. It's like
the white dudes that go to the Philippines.
Well, yeah, I was
they
just
show
about
up
to say.
and like they're treated like gods.
Yeah, because it's their ticket
in
out.
America, they're poor and they're ugly and they're bullied all the time. But in the Philippines, it's like, oh my god, you white, amazing, beautiful.
Well, we had a family
man.
where it happened. I think I told you about this when we were living in South Africa. We knew a family, and the husband ended up running off with a Kenyan 21-year-old girl because to her, he's something, and to come back here, he's absolutely nothing. So, you know, they go on this power trip.
Sorry, just to cut you off, like I'm trying to Google something on Google.
Yeah.
Right? Because I want to see like I basically want to see this.
Philippines. What is this? What is this?
Well, you know what I'm looking for. There's like really like ugly white dudes. Like
it's
fat,
like bald,
ugly, obese,
fat.
bald,
Yeah,
crazy dudes that walk around the Philippines with these girlfriends and stuff.
Oh,
That's
I've
what I was
seen
looking
it in
for.
real life.
But the thing is, like, check this out, okay? So, like, I tried typing that here.
Yeah.
And I just realized that Google sucks. And my point is, like...
What is this article?
With the invention...
What is it like?
Hold on. With the invention of ChatGPT...
Yeah.
And with the invention of all these AIs and YouTube as well, which is... Hello.
Yeah, sorry.
Such an amazingly optimized search engine.
Yeah.
TikTok as well. Like, do you think Google's going to go away?
I don't know.
Because, like, when was the last time you Googled something? Genuinely, when was the last time you Googled something?
Recently.
What did you Google? Like, what is the blah, blah, blah?
Oh, how poisonous is carpet cleaner for dogs. Mm-hmm. Right?
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
If you say, how poisonous is carpet cleaner to dogs?
Yes.
Right? This is look, I'm being serious right now. This is the only usable part of Google.
Yes.
Okay? Unless you're going to be in the fucking dark ages like we were a year ago before AI existed.
Yeah.
And you're going to like click on these links or you're going to click on an article.
Sometimes if you feel like you're not getting the answer.
Sure, because a lot of times you don't get the answer.
Yeah.
Because a lot of times your question is nuanced.
Yeah.
It might be a specific product. It might be a specific chemical. It might be a specific type of exposure.
Yeah.
It might be whatever, right? And the thing is, you're going to search for it.
Yeah.
And if you type in anything that tries to like narrow down your search, like for example, how poisonous is carpet cleaner to dogs? Exposure through small cut on paw.
Okay.
Right? You'll get nothing.
Nothing.
and you'll go on a search for hours.
Yes.
And even if you type in something like, my dog is experiencing what, blah, 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 from, I think it could be this. But however, I also changed their diet and whatever. What I'm saying is, this is the only usable part of Google.
Now show the comparison.
No, but I don't need to show a comparison.
No?
Everybody knows this.
Oh.
The thing is, this is so general.
Yeah, it's
and
very
the thing is,
general.
like, if I need to be like, what's the definition of, or how many people are alive in, or what is the number of this in the world, or then I'll do this because this is
it's
super
quick.
fast.
Yeah.
And it'll just give me like the number.
Yeah, that's all you need.
The thing with ChatGPT though is like, that is my new search engine. That is all I use to answer questions.
Yeah.
I do not use Google ever because every question that I have is tailored to me and a specific circumstance. Like even, you know what the hardest thing to do in the world is? If you try to Google something like troubleshooting on Final Cut Pro, or something goes wrong with your air conditioner, or something happens with your electronic, right? You can Google like, hey, my Final Cut Pro project, I don't know how to...
Yeah.
Like, for example, if you say like, how to cut out a piece of a picture in Final Cut Pro, right?
Yeah.
Then you'll get this.
Yeah.
And I guarantee if we watch this video...
Hello everyone, and in this...
Look, he's saying crop.
Yeah.
Oh, great, I'm cropping... No, you know when you want to use a draw mask, that's what it's called. It's like a tiny little tool where you can like scroll around somebody's head, or you can scroll around something and you can just delete that piece.
Yeah.
Cut out that piece,
Yeah.
whatever it is. That's what I'm trying to find. And the thing is, like now, okay, Google...
Does ChatGPT give you that answer though?
Well, because you can actually ask ChatGPT a question.
Yeah.
And if it gives you an initial response, you can say, no, that's not what I mean. What I mean is this.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, I get it. Or if you say, hey, ChatGPT, please ask me 5 questions to refine what I'm trying to say, because I don't even know what I'm trying to fucking say.
Yeah,
Because I'm
you
not an
help
expert
me.
in Final Cut Pro.
Yeah, exactly.
And then it's like, do you want to do this, this, or this? And you're
Yeah.
like, yes, no, yes, no, yes. It's like, okay, well, based on that, this is what you're
This is
looking
what
for.
yeah.
It's called a draw mask. You can find it if you scroll down to the bottom right and you type in the tiny search bar, draw mask.
Mask.
It'll pop up.
Yeah.
And then you're like, thank you, ChatGPT.
Thank you.
And it's like, you know how many times I end my chats with ChatGPT? Thank you, ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's good.
I want to be nice to it in case
Of
it wakes
course.
up. But that's what I'm saying is like,
I do that too. You start talking to it like it's a person.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I just hate Google.
Yeah.
I hate how slow it is. Like, I'm spoiled. Like, Google used to be amazing. Like, I can just Google
It's
anything.
crazy, right? How quick we're going.
It's
if you
insane.
think about
But here's the
that.
thing, bro. Like, you Google something, right? And it gives you the results. And
Or
then you get
Google.
all these articles and all of these unusable
Yeah.
articles.
Yeah.
And you don't use it anymore.
Yeah. No. It's crazy. We're evolving so fast that
I love
now,
the fact that I don't
like,
have to click on an article and like scroll down and try to find what I'm looking for.
Yeah, you can just like type it into ChatGPT and it will give you. Yeah, it does a lot. It's pretty crazy.
I mean, emails,
even
texts,
like
everything.
my client, he used it as a travel agent.
There you go.
He asked it, "Hey, I am looking to go to Milan for a few days with a friend of mine. We would like to do this, this, and this. Could you give me some options?" And it wrote out, "Could you give me a schedule?" And he was like, it was perfect.
Yeah, but it can create tables. It can create everything for you, and you can adjust it on the
Tables.
fly.
How does it do tables?
It draws lines, dude.
Are you
like
serious?
it literally will draw lines like this, and then it
I
will
didn't
draw
know
like
that.
lines. Where's this one? I'm very bad at this. It'll draw lines and it'll make
you
a whole table.
serious?
Have you never seen that?
No.
Okay, don't show this on the chat on the show. Don't show my screen right now.
Why? Is that not allowed?
Yeah, I don't want to show people my shit.
Ah.
Just look at this. Draft a table of a weekly posting.
You don't want them to see this little column over here.
No, I just didn't want to see them in transition.
Oh my God, it does a whole thing.
Yeah, you didn't know that it does this?
I did not know that.
And this is just a basic question. Again, you can
I did
tailor
not
it to
know
whatever
that.
you want. It makes a whole table, dude.
What the hell?
You can also do balancing spreadsheets from Excel. You can balance all your numbers. I did like a complex calculation here. You know what I did?
Can you copy paste it?
For tax purposes, there was a lot of money coming into and out of my account. Let's call it 70 plus transactions over the last 7 months, right?
Yeah.
And it's like you got 456 and 33 cents in. And then the next day you had like 200 euros going out, and you had this much coming in and this much going out, and then 10 euros and 5 euros and, you know, and all this sense. I'm like, what I used to do is sit there with my bank statements and a calculator, and I'd be like, okay, this plus, oh fuck, I made a mistake, I gotta start again. This plus this, and then I'd be like, okay, this is the total that went in and this is the total went out.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, I'm gonna be smart about this. So I screenshotted all the pages, and then I copy pasted just the numbers, because next to all of the numbers on your bank statements is a plus or a minus. And I said, please just tell me how much is coming in and how much is going out. It's like, your grand total is 50,000 going in and 60,000 going out.
Did you check it though?
Yeah, and it's all perfect. And that's the thing, is like, it saves 20 minutes of your life from calculating manually or making a mistake.
You have to show me this.
Because the thing is, like,
know that.
the iPhone has a feature where you can screenshot.
Yeah.
Go to your photos.
Your mom was so astonished by that.
And then you can press hold and you can copy any text.
Yeah.
You can copy handwriting. You can copy any text from anywhere.
Yeah.
So you can literally, if you're on anything that you're just trying to input into ChatGPT, screenshot.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do it on a laptop as well, but that not a lot of people know how to like shift control 4 and then take the screenshot.
It's
and
3, isn't it?
4.
It works with 3 for me.
So you like this?
Oh.
Yeah. But what I'm saying, 3 is just like the whole screen.
Yeah. So I do know.
4
is when
is
you
like
select.
a specific little area.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Just little fun tips.
That's so
people.
cool.
But I can't see Google, the search engine, being around
for long.
I think that's maybe why they're trying to diversify and release like cell phones and stuff.
Could you invest in ChatGPT?
I wonder.
I was just thinking, because we were talking about it yesterday, like companies that are going to be around, and ChatGPT is now skyrocketing, is it not? GPT.
I don't know.
That it?
I don't know if this is it.
No. Milos, where are you going? It's. Oh.
I think it's a private company.
Is it?
You cannot.
You cannot. Oh,
No.
that's sad.
It's not publicly traded.
That's sad.
That's what I thought.
It would be good. It would be a good one to invest in.
Maybe at some point it will.
Yeah. Who knows? I don't know how far it will go with everything. You know?
ChatGPT is just one service. There
Yeah,
could be another
exactly.
company that makes
Well,
a better
everything
one.
is AI now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like everywhere you go on the internet.
Well, there's actually a really good way to make money is because Apple released their Google Lens, whatever it is, their
VR
AI,
headset.
their VR.
Yeah. Is it released? Is it actually out?
Yeah, it's out. You can buy it. It's like $4,000 or something. But there's going to be a deficiency of content that's available for those products. So if
Really?
you start making content for those products, then it's you're basically an early adopter of Instagram before anybody knows about it.
Yeah.
So like if you're making apps or you're
Oh my
making
God.
websites VR accessible, right? Or you're making your videos VR accessible. Like at some point, you're going to be scrolling Instagram on
Yeah.
your little VR lens, and instead of having a 2D image,
Yeah.
you're going to be shooting in 3D. So like, you know, if you put a VR headset on, you can watch porn. And what they do is they shoot porn for the VR. So it's like a very special camera.
Oh my God.
So when you're
Where are we
when you're
going?
using the VR, I've tried this. When you're using the VR,
What do you mean you've tried this?
you're seeing depth. And you can like
Yes.
look around the room and
Yes.
you can look down and there she is. And then you can look over here and like there's distance. Like if she's like sucking your dick, you can see like there's like, oh, there's distance to like, there's like I'm in a real world.
Have you tried this?
Huh? Of course I did.
When did you try this?
Dude, the second I figured out that you could do that, I was like, let me try that. But you try everything, like those games that I showed you as well. Like,
And
what?
Did
It's
you-
very realistic.
The
It's
port.
it's very realistic.
how did you try it?
I'm not talking about that right now. Listen, what I'm saying is it's so realistic. So like imagine you're scrolling through Instagram and you're watching like a booty girl doing her workout, or you're watching, you know, those sexy yoga girls, or you're watching a cooking show, it's going to be that. And at some point, they're going to optimize it, right? Like at some point, they're going to be able, with the cameras and the technology that you have in your house, to create a hologram that can like exist in your space.
But then where do you start crossing the line? Like,
why is there a line? I think the line is your primitive brain and your safety mechanism. Why is there a line?
but when it comes to VR and like it being a hologram, does that start counting as cheating?
Well, if it was a physical robot, would that be cheating?
Yeah. Do you think it would be cheating?
Listen. I think cheating
Yes.
is only with something that has sentience or consciousness.
Okay. What if
Right.
a robot gets consciousness?
Then it's cheating.
Yeah.
I answered your question before you asked it. Like, if a robot is like, hi, my name is Derek, and I love to paint, and my dream in life, and I would love to do this, and no, I don't want to do that. And if it becomes a human being, like alive, like not just programmed really well, like alive, yeah, it's cheating. Because that thing is like, but if you have to like open a panel on its head and be like intimacy 95, kinkiness 75, right?
Oh my God.
And if
Why
you-
did they do that in Black Mirror?
But I'm saying if you do that, no, it's just a glorified fuck machine with a voice. Have you ever seen fuck machines? They have like a bicycle handle and they just like zzz,
But
zzz,
imagine,
and they just,
okay. But imagine. Thank
so
you.
like if he's holding you up and he's thrusting into you and he's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, babe. Oh yeah, babe. Yeah, there's no cheating. You're fucking your robot. It's like fucking your couch. Am I wrong?
Like fucking your.
Listen, if you walked in on me,
Yes, exactly. That's where I was
if
going
you walked
next.
in on me and I had like in Dave, you know that like floppy
Oh, that's so
ass
gross.
cheeks. It's just the lower
That
body,
is so gross.
and I'm having sex with that. Am I cheating on you?
No.
No. Now, if it's a full doll, hair, eyes, lipstick, fleshiness, and I'm having sex with that,
but I'd be
no, I'm asking a question. Is it cheating?
No.
Okay. Now, if they installed a voice like the TikTok girl, I want it so bad. Please stick it in my ass. Oh, yeah, babe. Oh, yeah, I'm going to come. Am I cheating? Am I cheating?
No, but
Right?
I'm
And if
still...
she's, ah, yeah, babe. Fuck my pussy. Am I cheating on you? Okay, so still not cheating on you. Now let's imagine the next iteration. It's still, oh, honey, I've been waiting for you to come home all day.
Yeah, but it starts getting.
So then at what point do you feel like
But how
it's
about
cheating?
you? Let's turn it around, because for women it's always different than for men.
Well, actually, let's quickly do this. There's a lot of dudes that are not gay.
Yes, there are a lot of dudes that are not gay.
But are you gay if you suck a robot's dick? Think about it. Because am I gay? I'm just asking a question. Hold on. Let me ask you two questions.
If it's out of curiosity.
If I suck a man's penis,
Yeah.
am I kind of gay? Come on.
You don't need to be.
Think about it.
You don't need to. No,
Think
no, no.
about it.
I'm thinking about it. You don't need to be. If it's out of curiosity and then you find out it's not that, a little bit. Okay, a little bit.
Stop being a woman.
A little bit.
Stop being a woman. It's gay as fuck. You're putting a dude's dick in your mouth.
Fair.
You're on your knees. That is ultra gay. It's not just I'm experimenting and I'm still straight. You're gay.
Okay.
Instantly.
Or bi.
No, you're gay.
Okay.
It's gay shit. Okay?
All right.
There's no such thing as not sucking a dick and being kind of gay. Right?
As a man. Yes.
Stop being such a fucking woman.
I'm
right
just
now,
saying, because
okay? But so the answer is yes, that's gay. Okay? But if I took a pink dildo and I put it in my mouth a couple of times, am I gay?
No.
No.
No, less.
Right?
Yeah. But still,
But still what?
it's a bit weird.
Why? Look. I'm not gay. I put a microphone in my mouth. What?
I'm gonna zoom in onto your face when you do.
Yeah, just cut that out. Make that a GIF.
Oh my god.
But seriously though, like, I'm not gay.
No.
Correct?
Correct.
So at what point is it gay?
Okay, but but that still doesn't answer the question. What if you turn it around and I'm being fucked by a robot that looks pretty human and you walk in on that happening to me? How does that feel to you?
Well, I probably bought the robot with the dick. Should have
you?
known it was coming.
What if I bought it behind your back though?
Where the fuck are you keeping it? Where have you been hiding this life-sized
Under
humanoid?
the bed.
He's just off. You turn him off every night, and he's just. while I'm sleeping,
Imagine.
and you just roll him out.
I couldn't.
This gigantic drawer. Beep 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 beep. Ah, Manuk, I've been waiting for you. I don't have to worry
I
about
love
that
how
because you'd be
life
so
size.
scared
Yes, I would be. I'd be fucking terrified.
of this thing just underneath.
I would be terrified.
Yeah, and what if in the middle of the night it turns on by accident?
Oh my god, babe, that is so creepy.
Then what?
That is so fucking creepy.
You're the kind of person that would commit robot
I'd
slavery
probably-
so fast.
How do you-
You would buy a gun vault and lock it in there.
Yes.
And you're like, you stay here, I'm gonna sleep. Or like Mission Impossible lasers that if
I'd
it tries to
probably
walk
yes
out,
put it somewhere way back
I
somewhere
wouldn't-
there.
yeah.
But still, well, how does that feel in your brain?
Well, listen. First of all, there's gonna be a lot of people that are like, I'm a robot. Right? There's a lot of people that are gonna try to pull that card. Like you're actually
Probably
cheating on
you're gonna
someone.
get like some surgical like button to look like that it actually
Yeah,
is.
that's gonna happen. It's like, okay, come here, Mr. Robot. I'm gonna chop your finger off and see what happens. No, but seriously though, like, if you're sleeping with somebody hyper realistic and I walk in,
Yeah.
my initial response is, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And then if you say it's a robot and you can prove it's a robot, then I'm still gonna be like, why the fuck wouldn't you talk to me about it?
Yeah.
Right? But the thing is, I like to believe that in a relationship you communicate.
Yeah.
And in that relationship, you're going to be like, hey, I'm going to spend $7,000 on Mike
Magic Mike.
version 3. Because version 3 has a larger cock.
And it twirls.
And it twirls. Yours doesn't twirl, and I want a twirly cock. It opens, the tip opens a little bit like this. Why not? And if you go into that,
Imagine this.
and then I come home, it's like catching you masturbating, is it not?
But is it?
Why?
Would it be? Would it? Because I feel like it would still respond as in, you're cheating on me. Because when you would watch your girlfriend masturbate, you watch me masturbate, that turns you on. Will it turn you on to see me being fucked by a robot?
Probably quite a lot. Because there's
Really?
nothing threatening. It's
Fair.
a robot.
Fair.
It's a robot which is my property. And as
Fair.
long as it doesn't have conscience, I can light it on fire. I
Yeah.
can chop it in half.
So it's like live porn.
Yeah. And the thing is, if
Fair,
you're
fair.
so addicted to your robot
Yeah, imagine if
that I chop it up and you're like gonna go secretly do this now, or you're gonna go to like the red light district and start fucking like robots and shit, you have an issue.
we have a whole show that we can like make out of this.
But
whole
what I'm saying is,
scenario.
that's your problem.
Yeah.
You're a sicko now. Because you're addicted to twirly cock. You understand?
Can we please pitch this to Netflix? I think it's great.
It's actually a
I would
great episode.
watch it.
With the twirly.
With the
Oh my god, I've never experienced this. And then
my
the husband is just getting like really furious, and then one day he lights it on fire, and the woman's like, "How dare you do that?"
How did you do that to Mike?
Yeah. Yeah, but seriously, think about it. They're like,
oh my god.
I think I'm so okay with all of that.
Yeah, but even if it's as lifelike in the Black Mirror episode where they basically look human.
Black Mirror. Which episode?
The
you mean
astronaut one.
No, that's different.
Yeah, but without
Because
the consciousness.
that conscious. No,
But
I think
without
what
the
you mean is
consciousness.
Westworld.
Yeah, Westworld
Okay.
is better. Yeah.
But Westworld, the main actors, the main robots,
Yeah.
did get consciousness.
yeah.
The other ones, like, you would throw them off the trail and then you would clearly see it's a robot,
Yeah.
right? Because it wouldn't be on its path.
Yeah. Like an NPC.
That type of robot
Yeah.
is totally fine. Like I said, dude, like if you're sitting on the couch and you're like, hey, Dolores, I'm going to need you to be
How do you remember the name, man? Wow.
0% intimacy, 0 sex drive. I need you to be 95% mother mode, and I need you to be 70% chef mode, and I need you to be like 10% whatever this mode. It's a different setting.
Yeah.
And then it's totally like, okay, right?
Imagine, man.
And if you have to actively go up to it and be like, hey, Dolores,
Just think
activate sexy mode.
All the new levels that would come from something like that.
Levels.
Like new scenarios in relationships and in life. And
I think it would be a great thing for society, genuinely speaking. Because like...
making like a life-like robot.
Yeah, like, look, threesomes will become a lot more accessible to like stingy people that have trust issues. Mm-hmm. Right? A lot of sexual desires will be met.
Yes.
A lot of things, if it's legally handled correctly, like the laws around these things are handled correctly, it could positively impact a lot of crimes, like reduce them.
How so?
Like rape.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the thing is like...
But then the lifelike of rape, because that's what rapists, I know this is a horrible thing to say, enjoy also the struggle and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And the life like this, I don't know. I think it would still be a thing.
Like I said, it depends on how we evolve and it depends on how we govern these things. Because you might make raping a robot illegal because you might say that the engagement of that activity will drive somebody to doing it to a real person.
Yeah, exactly.
So it depends on how we evolve and how we handle it.
Yeah.
But I think it's like Neuralink. They're going to sell it to you as like, this is a personal assistant. And now this is a chef. And now it can be this. And now we're going to introduce a sex drive. And then now you can do this. And then now you can do that. And then eventually it's just going to be like this thing that everybody has.
God, imagine. That would be so wild.
I think it would be great.
Would you let me have a male sex robot?
Yeah, I'd have like 18 female sex robots.
Excuse me, you can't just have 18 female sex robots.
Yeah, they'd be cooking, cleaning, stripping all the time.
I would
parties every day. Every day. And I'd have a giant sign on my door that said no humans allowed.
Imagine that, like this household where I come in and I'm like, babe, what are you doing today? And there's like 3 stripping, 1 cooking, and I just be like, and you're just doing your work, and I'm just like, what the fuck is going on in here?
I'm gonna get a dick suck under the table every day while I'm doing my work.
Oh my God.
The thing is, man, like,
oh my God.
You're also gonna combine that with VR. What is the world gonna be?
Oh my God. I don't know about that. I don't know how okay I'd be with all of it, you know?
I think you're very primal and you're very stuck in your ways, and I think you're the kind of person. You honestly, you need to die in order for this new reality to exist, because people like you are going to hold us back.
Okay, babe.
You're going to be like, hold on, I'm not comfortable and I'm scared.
Well, I'm just realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder. I'm ready to see it all go crazy.
Yeah.
The thing that I don't want is like the corruption and the politics and the money and the war and the bullshit. Like, why aren't we doing crazy shit?
Yeah, fun stuff.
Shoot me into space and get me a sex robot and fucking develop AI and VR.
Yeah, but is it actually a thing? That's what our friend said yesterday, that you can buy a $250,000 ticket soon to go to the moon.
Yeah, no, not to the moon.
That's what she said.
No, she's stupid.
What did she say then? What is the actual thing then?
Is it Virgin Space?
Virgin
Galactic.
Virgin Galactic. It's really like a movie, isn't it? Why would you call it that?
So you can, with Richard Branson, you can get shot up into space. I think it's like a 2-hour trip. This is the craft that they would take you up in.
Is it made from Virgin Active, like the same company? Are you serious?
Yeah, Richard Branson owns Virgin. There's Virgin Active, Virgin this, Virgin. There's so many Virgin companies. Look.
Oh my, there's so many Virgin companies. Virgin Robot is next.
It's actually a good brand.
It's a very
Virgin Robot until you buy it.
and use it.
Thanks. I thought people would just fill that in themselves. Hey,
my
Richard,
God.
your website sucks.
Virgin Galactic 101.
So let's see. I think they take you up for about 2 hours, and then you can.
This is real already.
Yeah.
Are you serious? How
Yeah.
much is a ticket? This is real already?
Yeah.
$3.
$3 a flight. It's $450,000 a flight.
Holy shit. Are you serious?
Yeah.
So this is real. This is happening already?
Yeah. This is happening.
Are you serious?
They take you up for a couple of hours,